So if we tested, how well does your subconscious trust your muscle testing ability? You trust your guidance, your muscle testing over 5, over 10, over 15, over 20, over 25%. So it goes strong on over 20%, over 25%, it goes weak. Okay, so that's good. So how many blockages do we need to clear to get you to 100%? More than one, more than two. So there's only 2 locations that we have to correct.
Okay.
They're huge blockages, right? They're almost 80%, of confidence. But there's only 2 of them, so that's good. So the biggest one, see, we're just having a conversation, right? If I did this again, I'd probably word it differently. I mean, it's just being spontaneous. So the biggest issue is not near first chakra to second chakra to third chakra. So chakra 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. So here's my belly button. So it's right about there.
Okay.
Okay, so I can't see that on you, but
Like right here.
Yeah, it looks good. Great. So let's see. So if we said, how did I become such a master of muscle testing? Or is that a good affirmation for you? Not really. Why is muscle testing so easy for me? That test strong. So hold that there, hold it with your right middle finger and just say, why is muscle testing so easy for me?
Why is muscle testing so easy for me?
So you're going to say that more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Why is muscle testing so easy for me? Why is muscle?
So slow it down, and when you say it, take a breath and feel the question. Let that question wash over you.
Why is muscle testing so easy for me? 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 Why is muscle testing so easy for me?
Okay, so we're going to go back to the chakra 2.3 and say muscle testing. Okay, so at chakra 2.3, I completely trust my muscle testing. So it still goes weak there. So so that was a good affirmation, but there's a second part to that blockage.
Yeah, it's funny. I feel a pain right there. It hurts right there where I have that right there.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. So we're done with that affirmation. That affirmation has done the work it was meant to do. So if we turned it into a gratitude statement, I'm so grateful that I'm able to muscle test so easily and accurately. Is that a great affirmation for you? Sounds good. Doesn't address your blockage. Okay, so is the blockage an issue with trusting yourself in general? Yes. So the statement that I use is, I gratefully lack the ability to doubt myself. I gratefully lack the ability. So you're actually affirming that you lack the capacity to doubt yourself. Like a cat. A cat doesn't second guess itself, right? It just, it doesn't have the capacity, to go, gosh, I wonder if I should have hurt that mouse, right? I mean, it just doesn't do that. I mean, it's cold-blooded killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I gratefully lack. So is that powerful? So go for that there. So say that once and then we'll see how many times. We'll dose you to see how many times. I gratefully lack the capacity.
Lack the power. I gratefully lack the capacity to doubt myself.
Okay. So feel that, say that more than 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. So dosage 4 times.
I gratefully lack the capacity to doubt myself.
Feel that. Feel that in every area of your life. You don't, yeah.
Lack the capacity to doubt myself.
So think about all the places in your life that you've second guessed yourself, whether it's making meals, whether it's, the work you do, the workouts you do, the people you hang out with, the people you've dated.
I gratefully lack the capacity to doubt myself. I gratefully lack the capacity to doubt myself. I gratefully lack the capacity to doubt myself.
So we had said 4 times, but do it until you feel something shift.
Okay.
Or something should feel lighter.
I gratefully lack the capacity to doubt myself.
And also feel free to change the wording. If something just spontaneously comes to your head that feels good, say,
Okay.
why am I so confident? Why is it, how did I suddenly become so confident in every area of my life? If some wording just comes to you, just flow it like it's like a dance, right? You don't go to a dance and plan your steps, right? So it's kind of like that.
Following through on things is easy for me.
Okay. So try it as a question or as a gratitude statement.
Why am I a natural at following through on everything I want to accomplish?
Okay. Well, it's addressing another issue.
Oh, okay. Follow through. Okay.
But if that's tied in with that,
I think it is.
okay. If you feel it's tied in, then go for it. Okay.
I don't know
So
where I'm
if
at.
we check chakra 2.3, so I completely trust my muscle testing at chakra 2.3. I completely trust my decisions. There's a famous joke. It's a story about 3 umpires that get together. 3 umpires are meeting, and there's an umpire who's been doing it for a couple of years, and then there's a guy who's got like 10 years of experience, and then there's a master umpire, and they get together and they're discussing, how do you call balls and strikes? Like, how do you make a decision to call it a ball or call it a strike? And so kind of the newest umpire says, I just call it the way I see it. And the guy who's been doing it for 10 years says, I call it like it is. And the master umpire says, it ain't nothing until I call it. It doesn't have an existence until I give it a reality.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, So it's how to become the authority of what is for you. What is your reality? It doesn't have a reality. It's not like, I hope I get it right, as if there is a reality outside of what you define it as. So instead of playing the game of, oh, I hope I get it right, play the game of the master umpire of, it's nothing until I've decided. Once I've decided, that's what is.
Yeah.
It's a shift in, because we're like these, we be like these feeble little creatures going, I hope I make the right choice. I hope I call it right. I hope, I see it accurately. But then if somebody else sees it differently, then I don't know if I'm right or they're right, maybe they're more right than me. Finally, we get to a point of I'm the one who gets to say what is.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a great shift. So first chakra to second chakra to third. So you're solid here on your level of certainty. That's another way.
Okay.
My level of certainty in my evaluations, using muscle testing or any other system of defining what is truth for me. So I'm 100% there. I'm 100% there. So you're 100%, 100%. When we get right to right where the bottom of the sternum is, you're weak there still.
Yeah.
Great certainty, high level certainty, high level certainty. Right there, it goes weak. Perfect. Looks right,
Yeah.
right there. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to that first one. I don't even remember what it was.
You know what? It feels painful right here. Same
Yeah,
way it did in this down low one. I don't feel that pain anymore right there.
so interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Weird.
Our body gives us symptoms in order to bring our attention to things. So it's like, you're working on this issue. So it's going right here, poke, poke, poke. Why am I? Okay. You can just go with the one that we just said. I gratefully lack the capacity to doubt myself.
Okay.
So go for that one right there. I use all 5 fingers because I feel like it's a larger area. It's not a spot, it's an area.
Okay. I gratefully lack the capacity to doubt myself.
So feel that.
I gratefully lack the capacity to doubt myself. I gratefully lack the capacity to doubt myself.
Is that a powerful affirmation for you? Yes. When I test, is that the most powerful affirmation for this? It shows no. Interesting. So you could say, I wonder how I got to a place of absolute certainty in my muscle testing. I wonder how I was able to get to a place. I'd love to be able to teach other. I wonder how I was able to do this so well. So play with that one.
Okay.
I wonder how I was able to.
I wonder how I was able to get to a place of complete certainty about muscle testing.
In my muscle testing. Yep.
In my muscle testing. I wonder how I was able to get to a place of complete certainty in my muscle testing.
Is that good? Is that the best affirmation you could do to address this issue? It says yes.
I wonder how I was able to get to a place of complete certainty about my muscle testing. I wonder how I was able to get to a place of complete certainty about my muscle testing. I wonder how I was able to get to a place of complete certainty about my muscle testing.
Is that complete down to the core? Not quite. So you're almost there. Well, another way we could put it is, as far as clearing this issue, you're over 30, 40, 50, 60, over 70% done. So you're 2/3 of the way there. I'm just giving you kind of the way you can check these things. And
Okay.
we're dissolved. We're like staring at a cloud, watching a cloud disappear.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, then?
Yeah, that
Okay.
one works. Right.
I wonder how I was able to get to a place of complete certainty with my muscle testing. I wonder how I was able to get to a complete state of certainty with my muscle testing.
So you might say it in a present tense. Uh, the implication that you were able to
Okay.
doesn't affirm that you are there now. I
Was
wonder
it or
how I was able to
okay.
get,
I wonder how I'm able to get to a place of complete certainty with my muscle testing.
or how I have arrived at a place, or how I've gotten to a place.
I wonder how I've gotten to a place of complete certainty with my muscle testing.
Yeah, that affirms that you're there now.
Okay. I wonder how I've gotten to a place of complete certainty with my muscle testing.
And say it as a gratitude statement.
I'm really grateful that I'm at a place of complete certainty with my muscle
I
testing.
really like that one. I like that. Yeah.
I'm really grateful that I'm at a place of complete certainty with my muscle testing.
Over 70% clear, 75 over 80, over 85% clear. Yeah, there's some resistance, but you're working through it, you know. Keep going there.
I'm really grateful that I'm at a place of complete certainty with my muscle testing. I'm really grateful that I'm at a place of complete certainty with my muscle testing.
I've arrived. Use the word terms, I've arrived. I'm so grateful I've arrived at a place of absolute, complete
I'm
certainty.
so grateful that I have arrived at a place of complete certainty about my muscle testing.
What image do you have there? Do you see like reach the mountaintop, some image like that?
I guess I see like just being confident across the table. Like I see confidence,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a sense of knowing. I'm really grateful that I have arrived at a place of complete certainty with my muscle testing.
Confidence and knowing. You use those terms, confidence and knowing. So you incorporate those words into it now.
I have so much appreciation and gratitude for my confidence and my sincere intrinsic knowing about muscle testing.
You shift your hand because the blockage has shifted up a little bit. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're over 80, over 85, over 90, still between 85 and 90% right now. Look to the right. You keep looking to the left as if you're avoiding something to the right.
Okay. I am really grateful for the confidence that I now have in my complete ability to do muscle testing for myself and others.
Yeah, you don't have to say it right, just feel the intention of it.
Okay.
And if you want, if it feels like a bigger area, expand your hand. So feel it, yeah, expand your hand to encompass wherever you feel the blockage. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really grateful that I now have confidence in my ability and my knowing to do muscle testing on myself and others. I'm really grateful and I have complete appreciation for myself with the confidence I have and my intrinsic knowing and trust in my ability to do muscle testing.
Great, Great. So the word confidence, accuracy, knowing, ease, um, lack the capacity to doubt. These are all words that you can incorporate and just kind of feel and see what it is that, you know, is the antidote to that cynical part that's like, who are you?
Yeah.
You know, we've all grown up with like, who are you to say? Are you an expert? Are you a doctor? I just
Yeah.
saw a video on Instagram, this guy who's studying fasting. I think this was a video from the 70s, judging by the quality. And he was a former professional tennis player. And he was on a talk show and he was really good. He says, you know, in the last 6 years, studying and researching fasting, I believe this was in the 70s. He says, I've fasted for 600 days in the last 6 years. So that's like 100 days per year, right? So,
Wow.
and he was sharp. He looked good. He was clear. He just looked, you know, you believed him, you know, when he said he'd done 600 days of fasting. And the woman interviewing him says, I just want to be clear, you're not a medical doctor, right? He said, that's right. I have not been formally miseducated. I mean, it was
Yeah.
such a good line.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, what do they know about detoxing, right? All their drugs are toxifying. So you're over 80, 85, 90% clear. You're 100% clear. So yeah, let's get back to it. Just sometimes you just kind of need to take a break. You know, this should be fun. It should be light. It's like I'm becoming free, right? It shouldn't feel heavy. It was starting to feel a little bit heavy. So
I feel like I'm straining for the right words.
yeah,
Some
so
place to
just
get.
relax. You know, just I don't know if you dance.
I do.
I
Yeah.
can't dance, so it's not an example that works well for me. But if you dance well,
Yeah.
just flow with it. So if
Yeah.
don't overthink it. We want to get into our body, not into our heads. Our subconscious lives in our feelings, which is our heart intelligence, not our brain intelligence. So drop down. So say the words, but just let it flow like a dance. You know, where you're not worried about, you know, doing it right.
Yeah.
So go for it.
I am so appreciating that I am clear of the blocks and I am confident now with my knowing, and I trust my ability to do muscle testing for myself and others.
Right. Yeah, just feel it out. So when you feel out the words, you feel out the wording, you're getting through. You're like water meandering around a solid obstacle. So let the words flow like water around these obstacles. That part of us that goes, who the hell are you to decide what's right or wrong? So you're taking back that power. It's like, I get to decide that I'm the owner of this body. That's who I am. Right? I'm
Yeah.
not deciding what's true for somebody else. If somebody else comes to me and says, you're an expert in this field, I surrender to your judgment. You know, I do my best to navigate that for them, but
Mhm.
they've given me that authority. You know, I haven't gone up to them in the line at the supermarket and say, you know, you're deficient in iron. You should go get some iron. Right? That's
Get some spinach while you're there.
yeah.
Trade that in.
No, you don't do that. I mean, we went over that in class 1. That's being an energetic vampire. So you're the owner of your body. You've lived in that body for 53 years. That's why you're an expert. That's why you get to call the shots on your body. With that knowing, you've lived in your body. You have a PhD in you. Be the master umpire. So flow with that again. We're almost there.
Yeah. I have so much sincere appreciation for my body and my ability and confidence to do muscle testing for myself and others.
Clearly and accurately.
I have so much sincere gratitude and appreciation in my ability and my confidence in knowing that I can do muscle testing clearly and accurately on myself and others.
There it goes. I felt the shift. What are you feeling? I mean, there could be many layers. We might not
Yeah.
have addressed every level of confidence in every area of your life, but as far as muscle testing, I mean, the rest of it is as easy as that. But so, do you have absolute confidence in every area of your life? You go weak on that. So how true is that statement? You have absolute confidence in every decision of every area of your life. That's over 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, over 70%. So that's still in the 60% range. So we got work there. But in terms of muscle testing, the whole idea of accuracy, it's what you say it is, it is. So you define what's accurate, basically. I was working on somebody yesterday, and it had been a long day. I'd worked on a few people. I'd surfed for 2 hours. I was kind of fried, and I'd worked on this guy for about 45 minutes. And so he said, "Oh, can you test some supplements on me?" And so I said, "I'm not sure. Can I clearly and accurately test supplements on you?" And I was like, I think I'm kind of fried right now. I can't do that accurately. But if I tested strong, I'd say, yeah, sure. What do you got?
Hmm. Yeah.
So he asked me if I could, and I said, I don't know. Can I? No. Okay, we're done.
Hmm. Yeah.
But I at least could test the question accurately.
Yeah.
So if you're in a state where you're not feeling confident, then go, can I get good clarity on what I should eat right now? And if you
Hmm.
get a yes, then go, okay, great. But if not, you might just need to meditate for a few minutes, take some breaths, clear yourself,
Yeah.
go
Okay.
back to that kind of clearing. Next week we'll address all these other blockages, all these other quote complaints, like confidence in general, right?
Hmm.
But that's the process. So we'll repeat that over and over until you're just flowing with it. So whatever pops up, you just handle it.
Yeah.
You know,
When I'm now practicing, I should expect it to flow a little better, or that I can get a yes and a no. And is that what I should expect? Block clearing some of that.
how did that sound when you asked the question?
That didn't sound confident.
There you go. There you go.
Huh.
There you go.
So just claim that and
Exactly. Yeah,
all
we're
right.
new. We're like baby deers just coming, just starting to walk. It's like, what should I expect?
Okay.
You're the empire. You
Yeah.
tell me.
Yeah.
So I'm not here to be anybody's authority. I'm here to help you become your own authority,
All right.
you know. So just sit with that, see how that feels.
Okay.
If you want to work on the other areas of confidence, go ahead. But
Okay. I
yeah,
love this stuff. I just want to get it. I feel like I'm like spinning tires right above the ground, and just like I just want to get on the ground and do it.
yeah, you're really close. We just have to address these other areas that
Yeah.
you've been disempowered. We've
Yeah.
all been disempowered. We've all been programmed to respect your authorities, respect authority, right?
Yeah.
We've
And
all rebelled against that, and so, you know,
yeah, I've had just gobs of freedom growing up, and I wasn't held to. I'm super talented. Everything I do, I just get the hang of it, or I make something that's beautiful, and then I like so many different things that I just I skip around, and follow through has not been my thing. And it's worrisome because I'm right now I'm in a few different things that I really love and want and care about, and I have that old thing haunting me a little, you know.
did you put that in your complaints follow through? Is that one
I
of
believe I did. It's probably right up one or two with,
the?
uh, uh
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, open that can of worms. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna give you the tools to address all that, because by the time we're, what is it, 6 years old, 7 years old, a lot of our personality, a lot of our subconscious has kind of been hardwired.
Yeah.
And so this is what we're going back there, and we're reparenting ourselves, we're re-socializing, you know,
Mhm.
the culture wasn't designed to create totally free. I mean, it was designed to create obedience.
Yeah.
Be a good child, right? Be
Yeah.
good, or Santa won't give you presents, right? I mean, the
That's funny you say the
indoctrination.
good child, because I'm always like, especially my mom has been in the hospital lately, and it's brought up all this I'm a bad child kind of stuff. So it's funny you say good child or bad child. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, if it's not right, I don't want to do it, and I let go of the guilt, and I've moved on doing my thing, and everyone else can be all in their own guilt and all the crap, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that. If it's not right, I'm out of here. I can do what I can do, and I can do a lot, and I'm willing, but and that always hasn't always gone over well outside
yeah. Well,
my
if
mind.
you're like that, it's hard to control people like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
yeah. Well, great work.
thank you
Um,
so very much.
absolutely.